that this is not from the Sunnah. That this act is not a normal act of the prayer. And there's some ulama who hold the view that it is from the Sunnah and it's something that you should do. Why? They say that the Prophet ﷺ only did this when he became older and he became heavier and his bones and his muscles didn't move as quickly as they did when he was younger. So they say, these ulama, they say that when the Prophet ﷺ used to pray, he did what? He went from sujood directly to qiyam. And the word istiraha literally means to take a break. So he comes out of the sujood, he says Allahu Akbar, he comes out of sujood, and before he stands up, he has to do what? Take a little pause. Get his legs together. He did it the first time. He does what? He takes a little pause, a second, 2 seconds, and then he comes, right, what? Back up. How does he come back up? On his hands like this, Umar? No. Like this? No. His knees? Al-Muhim. That's another fiqh issue.
So what about this? Like,
you come out of sujood, tayyib. Even, that's a pause. That's a pause. You paused. Even if it's brief. And these ulama, they say that the asl, the original way to pray is from sujood, Subhana Rabbil A'la, Allahu Akbar. Instantly. And if you can't do that, if you're older, or you're weak, or you're injured, then you do a what? You come out of sujood, you say, Sami Allahu liman hamidah.
No, if you have no uzr.
Regardless, whether correct or incorrect, lab would understand first. We do what? We have to understand before we move on. As I said, we said many times, my teacher told me in Medina, al-fahm shay, wal-iqtina' shay. Understanding is one thing, being convinced, something else. For him, the surah, and some ulama, they say whether you're strong or not, weak or not, old or not, they said when you come out of jilsa, you come out of sujood, you should sit down and pause for a second or two. Mutlaqan, regardless. Everybody clear on this? Now the ulama who say that it's not from the sunnah, they say that the one who narrated this position was a junior companion, and he only went to Medina in the last years of the Prophet's life. Whereas he clearly said in the narration, La tasbiquni, he says, do not precede me, do not go before me. فَإِنِّي قَدْ بَدُنْتِ, he says, because I've become heavy. So they said this hadith clearly states that the Prophet ﷺ told the companions to do what? To slow down, because I don't move as quickly as I used to. That's the first reason. The second reason why they say you should do this is because they say, go back down again to sujood. He goes in sujood. What do you say in sujood Allah? Subhana Rabbil A'la. How many times? 5 or 7. Do you say something afterwards? Can't make dua. Those are all what? Ayo, try it. Now, pause and then come up to the ruku. What do you say? And then pause. What do you say? What do you say?
When you come out from sajda.
In the istiraha, what do you say? Nothing. Tell me, what do you say? Ikhwan, raise your hands if you've been Muslim for more than a year. Everybody in the room. Everybody in the room, inshallah, all of us, we've learned how to pray, even if it's basic. If I have a mistake in my prayer, something that's incorrect, but in general, I learned how to what? Pray. Tell me what you were taught to say in that position. What I say?
First of all, the question is not clear. What position? Do sajda?
La, come into the second rak'ah.
Allahu Akbar.
La. Hold the microphone. Watch out. Excuse me. Let show you again, Sheikh. Look. Everybody pay close attention. First rak'ah, right? First position, qiyam. You place your hands here. So, Ibrahim. Here. But that's the process, huh? That's the what? That's the process. After you make your recitation, do you recite the Fatiha, etc.? You do what? You go into ruku'. Sahih?
Okay.
Back straight, head not up, head not low. Right? After that, Sami Allahu liman hamidah. Whether you raise your hands.
When you go to ruku', what do you say?
I'm going to show you right now. In ruku', you say what? Subhana Rabbi?
No.
For him to understand.
Wrong. The thing is wrong. It's going wrong totally. You are confusing. Allahu Akbar.
You make sujood.
No.
Make ruku'.
So say Allahu Akbar.
Go down.
Sami Allahu liman hamidah.
Tayyib.
And then when you go, Allahu Akbar.
Tayyib. Make sujood. Come out of sujood.
Allahu Akbar.
What do you say now?
ربي اغفر لي
جميل.
اللهم اغفر لي وارحمني واهدني
Jamil. Sajda.
الله أكبر.
Now, Sheikh, you're in the first rak'ah now, Sheikh. There's no tashahhud. You only the first. You are coming up to the what?
Okay, whatever I'm doing, 1 second, yes.
You coming up to the what, Sheikh? Second rak'ah.
Second.
Ahsant. Jamil, you go from sujood to what? Subhana Rabbi A'la, sahih?
Yeah, that's finished.
Ya Ahsant.
Allah Akbar.
Your pause was brief. Your pause was what? Brief. Other people's, they pause what? Longer. They pause what? Regardless, whether you were taught differently or whether people, they want to rest longer. Fahim, Sheikh? Alan, sujood, sahih? We both make sujood, sahih?
Okay, here,
Type.
again, still I'm confusing with your question.
Type.
Second sajda, right?
Aywa.
And you want to go to the second rakat.
Ahsant. Subhana Rabbi A'la.
Yeah, that's finished. You're going from sajda to
Standing.
second rakat.
That's what those ulama say. Now we're moving on to the next opinion, which is called what?
Regardless of opinion, first of all, let's understand the question.
Type.
Still, I'm totally confused.
Type.
You want to explain it?
You want me to repeat it or you want to repeat your question?
Here, sajda, Subhan Rabbil Ala, you finish sajda, and you want to go to the second rakat now.
Jay.
Allahu Akbar.
Aywa.
Right?
Uh-huh.
But here is two things.
Fadal.
If you are going as imam, what's supposed to be do? And if you are praying by yourself,
Both same.
no, it's a little different.
Kayf?
For example, if I'm just doing as imam, Subhan Rabbil Ala, Subhan Rabbil Ala, Subhan Rabbil Ala,
Aywa.
Allahu Akbar.
Aywa.
I'm doing like this.
Jayid. You saw what you just did?
One.
Fadal.
If I'm doing by myself,
Aywa.
Subhan Rabbil Ala, Subhan Rabbil Ala, Subhan Rabbil Ala, in any dua,
Uh-huh.
Allahu Akbar. I
Jay.
start from here.
Jayid.
But if I'm with the
Imam?
doing as imam,
Aywa.
then what I do, I just go a little up and then start Allahu Akbar.
Jameel.
The reason is the other people, they will not, you see, like go up like,
Fahmt. I understand the problem now.
okay,
Type. The people behind the Imam, let's act as if we're just praying. One person.
okay.
One person. Fard. No jama'ah. Sahih? Positions in the salat, sajda. In the sajda, you make your adhkar. Sahih? What's the next position in salat, Shaykh? The next position is what? It's qiyam. Second rak'ah. Sahih? So, the question is, Shaykh, will you make sujood? Do you come instantly up? Or do you do what you just did?
Yeah.
A pause.
I don't know what you
Pause.
say about like this, but whatever the teacher
Aywa.
show us, they say, when you go from sajda for the second rakat,
Jameel.
at least just stay a little bit.
أحسنت. هذا هو.
But this I'm explaining from the beginning. He not did that thing.
Okay, طيب. Leave Khalid. Khalid's a bad
That is no.
bad volunteer, huh? He's a bad
No,
model.
maybe I was confused, but
لا بأس.
that is my
جيد. طيب.
as an opinion that you said don't do this thing.
طيب. Me and you, Sheikh. Everybody pay attention. This is very important. خليك معي, Sheikh. Now, you said that you were taught to take a what? A brief what? Pause.
Yes.
أحسنت. That pause is called what? استراحة. هذا هو. Some ulama say that this thing here, this istiraha, إنما هي للحاجة فقط. It's only for a need. When somebody is weak or older or heavier, that he comes from sujood, Subhana Rabbi Ala, and he stops here for what? He said what? You see it, brief. He has to get his breath. He has to get his strength together. Then he goes to do what?
If somebody weak, you say.
Ahsant.
But if
they're not weak?
if they're not weak, so what they will do? They will do this
Then
or
we have,
no?
then we have two views. Two views. The first view is no, do not do it. And if you're strong, then you say Subhana Rabbi Ala. Anybody see me pause? No pause. Let's do it again, Sheikh. These ulama, they say that if you're strong, if you're not old, or if you're not tired, if you're not injured, you do what? Sujood, huh? You with me, Sheikh?
Yes.
Now, let's say I'm praying by myself, or the Imam, he doesn't do it. What do? I go from sujood directly to? Somebody say Allah, somebody make takbir. Or, the other way of doing it, la bas, from sujood to, say Allahu Akbar.
Allah Akbar.
or like this. Al-Muhim, I didn't take any break.
Means like three different ways.
All right, leave the hands. Don't worry about the hands. Al-Muhim, sujood to qiyam. That's 2 steps, right? Sujood to what? Qiyam, directly. And then we have sujood, istiraha, then qiyam.
Okay.
Jameel. Now, for him now, we got those 3 things?
Yeah, 2 things.
2 steps or 3 steps. Well, everybody clear? Everybody on the same page? The question is now, Shaykh, limadha? Why? Why? The Prophet ﷺ, there's no difference, brothers and sisters. Stay with me. There's no khilaf bain al-ulama that the Prophet ﷺ, he did that position. He made that position called istirah. Huwa. The Prophet ﷺ, he did what? He did it. However, so when the Prophet ﷺ, he does something in a prayer, we say that thing is a what? Ish, Shaykh? Sunnah. Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli. Pray as you see me. Pray. Jameel. Lakin the swal is limadha? Why? Did the Prophet ﷺ, did he do that because he needed to take a break and he was older, fighting jihad, he was wounded, he was injured? Everybody pay attention. I mean the mic. Everybody pay attention. Very muhim, very important. Sure. You stay there? Alright, tight. Follow, make the adhan, huh? We finish after the adhan.
Yeah.
Stay with me, no sheikh.
Yeah.
Stay with me. Stay with me.
It's a very important thing because
The whole
thing is
we come here to learn. Walhamdulillah.